Hello everyone, we got a very interesting topic which is female custodes. Now I'm going to say this as kindly as possible. There will never be female custodes call me bias against women, as much as you want their literally reasons why. First, making one is nearly impossible to even make. Second, the law said sons not daughters, plus you don't want them to reproduce and cause chaos.
I think it is perfectly fine to be upset that a company is slapping you in the face. They don't care about the years of established lore that they have put into place. They just care that right now making a few small changes might bring them in more customers, which we know that doesn't actually happen.
And that's why it's always hilarious, because they don't seem to understand you're not bringing in customers. You only bring in people who are low lives who don't buy video games whatsoever, which I don't understand the purpose of trying to raise an audience that would never purchase anything. But I guess stupidity is a thing in this world. Like my father always told me, greed makes you stupid.
The journos are saying you're right to be mad at Warhammer's new custodes, but not for the reason you think. Throughout this entire piece, another Warhammer reveal show, another subset of the hobby community seething with rage at the newly showcased miniatures. And of course, they say that it is because of women.
Women.
That right, guys and girls? It because a woman can play Warhammer? Are these people retarded or something? And the answer is yes. This is why you don't give these kids toxic positivity, because they become retarded like this. Now, for all serious questions, are these people smart enough to understand the problem? Well, no, they're just a lovely individual that will drink any juice from any corporation as long they can get it for free. Stuff, and that's why I'm not sponsored by anybody.
Con the Adeptus Custodes to no longer be an all-male force of super soldiers. The biggest miniatures company in the world has now created more miniatures of femme-presenting custodes. Naturally, the internet's worst people have decided that this is an insult to them specifically and are throwing their boys out of the truck because their special only boys allowed club is being invaded by women. Cue gasps of horror.
I didn't know that it was the worst people. Side note, I'm one of the worst people on the internet. The difference is, I'm open about it. Sorry for go off topic. The problem here is this make no sense at all. For example, Space Marines are sterilized so they can focus on protecting humanity, because without them, they will go extinct. And Gold Boys are made from the Emperor image. Plus, do you really want to give a woman testosterone from a man who didn't touch grass for years?
Yeah, you wonder why people say to gatekeep journalists and activists out of our hobbies.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct.
It says these people seem to forget the Games Workshop retcons Warhammer all the time.
Yeah. True.
Okay, that seems fair, but the problem is, why change something that doesn't need it in the first place? Because if most people don't like Shrek in the game or story, why are you trying to call people sexist? If they're right, keep in mind this are the same people who gave Concord 7 out of 10, so in reality, you shouldn't have an opinion at all.
As I have highlighted in videos of my own before, it is known that all custodians begin their lives as the infant sons of the noble houses of Terra.
Why are you gay?
Is of course sexism, and they're saying that people are misogynistic.
My dick fell off!
Dang, we was being misogynist towards lizards that probably doesn't even understand the definition on cleaning products. I'm sorry, being rude to dusty people who straight up and down. Sorry that I'm smelling the aroma of stupidity. Please forgive. Give me journalists for being disrespectful. Even though it's just been bluntly honest, we are real sorry. Please take the middle finger. As the Emperor blessings, you can tell I'm not being disrespectful.
That's all they boil it down to. They say that they could joke around all day, but the truth of the matter is a bunch of misogynists who like to pretend this hobby is still a male-exclusive war game are shouting very loudly, and it's incredibly annoying. I'm a woman that has always enjoyed Warhammer. I've never been gate-kept out of Warhammer. I feel offended that they are now changing around this lore, again, willy-nilly, just to chase a few DEI dollars. It is insane.
So we didn't learn. We didn't learn from last time. We didn't. So, we didn't learn!
Holy hell, do these companies do not care about losing money like I'm starting to believe companies love losing money. Setting gaining money is this some sick TikTok challenge to see which companies can close doors first. They can say all the nonsense words all they want. If you losing $7 billion or losing more than that, drop day entirely. Like, is it really worth losing money and only getting nick and pennies for it?
Nobody is sitting here saying, oh, women can't be in Warhammer, women aren't allowed to enjoy Warhammer.
Of course!
But what is most interesting about this is that they are actually not acknowledging the fact that men are being pushed out of this hobby now. It's like Games Workshop has this mentality of, we have too many male paying customers. That means we need to change this around and we need to try to pander to women, and then we're going to lose a few men in the process, but that's okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds like they're try lose money. Rule 1 for everyone: don't do this, because if you losing paying customers, regardless if it's male or female, that a red flag. But no, this journalist got a simp and not look at the bigger picture and not see they're trying to get a audience that don't buy games. We proved that time and time again the logic that this people are on. They bark at a tree, then they're surprised that you're not getting any money. Where is their IQ level?
They are the ones who are saying this game isn't for everyone anymore. They are the ones who are changing it in the most ridiculous of ways possible. It's not misogynistic to respect lore. It is not sexist to say we shouldn't be changing around these classes in order to appeal to new certain people.
Opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience.
If those people, in this case women, were interested in Warhammer, having a dude bro with a female wig on isn't going to make those women more interested in Warhammer. Really, it just feels more insulting.
Yep.
Well, they've been insult women for years, so this doesn't shock me at all. They believe in a ugly man, aka a BlackRock, who shouldn't have any opinion whatsoever, because this always the result from stupidity, people like himself. Now what think about this situation? Honestly, I'm not surprised anymore. They want people who don't buy any, so that good for me. Saving my money is always a good. Now I am going to be check out. Bye bye.